Got a '02 Honda VTX 1800. I got 1-inch bars here, and you know, some of y'all want nice little power port and stuff going on there. It's actually the one that's got a voltmeter, twin 2.1 amp power ports, which I haven't actually tested how much amps they'll actually put out, but nevertheless, we did go ahead and convert this guy a little bit, modify him. He was a worthless piece of shit when I got him, but it had a terrible red light that would come on this top switch here, so we disconnected the LED portion of that, and as soon as I touched it, other wires literally were just like glued on. They were hardly even soldered correctly. So anyways, I digress to what I'm actually going to show you, is trying to mount this guy. The mounts they come with are just terrible. This I think was 17 bucks, but they do give you a plate here and a couple different ways to mount, so you can go ahead and get these 1-inch motorcycle mirror mounts, and does the job perfect. All I did was cut down this bracket they gave you with it, and in there I just bought a bolt at the same thread as the mirrors, and I literally cut him in half to make him fit into the hole, because I didn't want to have to cut the plastic. It's a lot easier just to cut that, and bam, mount him right on there. And he fits very nice right there. Let me go ahead and mount that back on there. Alright, so there we are. We're all mounted back on here, and yeah. It's got a little rubber plug for the fronts. And when I want them on, I can still see my volts. As you see, we got a nice big old charged battery there. And when I need to charge stuff up there, I got my 2 USB ports. Or if I just had a 12-volt power adapter, or if you smoke cigarettes like I do, bam. So one thing to show, that the wiring they give you with this switch is pretty inadequate. Yeah, so I think I'm just going to have to be upgrading this to proper, because there is no way that this wire is holding enough current to operate this. And we can show you just how much of a voltage drop when I go ahead and apply this cigarette lighter. And that is not the battery voltage dropping down that far. I've already verified that with the bad voltage while I'm doing that. So, inadequate to say the least. It looks like it's heavy duty wire, but once you strip this out, and you can just see how small of gauge that they're using. It is multi-stranded at least. Is it actual copper? I didn't do the cigarette lighter test to it, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's aluminum and it's copper plated. So, but yeah, snuck up the wires. I think, like I said, what I'm going to be doing is upgrading these wires. I'm probably going to use black zip cord, because I don't like the black and red hanging out. It's just ugly as shit. But hit it up as good as I could. Ran it up on the bottom side of the tank. Zipped it tied to the main harness up in there. And then ran them down the back side up under the frame, and Bob's your uncle. So, a couple other things we got going on here. We've got our throttle lock, which works perfect with our aftermarket Jerk-Can grips. Little modifications necessary, even though they tell you on the site, yeah, it works with it. They don't give you the full instructions on how to do it, but it does work. You have to take the smaller of the 2 shims, the rubber shims they give you, and then cut the small piece off and shove it in there. Being careful you don't ruin your grips, but yeah, it works. Locks it where I want it. Other than that, yeah, we got some stereo set up and stuff, but yeah, this little guy sure come in hand. See you later.